Hey, everybody. Dan and Andrew here from FACT HVAC, and we are here today answering a question from one of our followers. Are preventative maintenances a scam? So, obviously, it's the big question. How often should I have my unit looked at, or am I getting sold something? So, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the reality of it is maintenance is massively important. I mean, this is the most important appliance you have inside of your home, especially if you're living somewhere cold or you live in Phoenix where it's going to be hot. It's going to be 90 degrees coming up in February, right? And so making sure that that maintenance is done on the system gives you peace of mind. It also, as rising costs happen with energy, right? We've heard SRP and APS are raising their energy rates. As those are going up, real maintenance can actually help you keep that cost down. And so having that consistent stuff gives you peace of mind. You know, we go through the entire system to make sure that it's working well, but having the right type of maintenance is really the biggest thing.
I think that's one of the biggest points is it's the right type of maintenance, right? When you get some of these groups out there that are like, $9.99.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you're here to sell me something and that's it, right? And you're going to come up with whatever. In our case, we use, an AI-based platform as well as real-time monitoring tools that are connected to our devices so the customer can see what the technician is seeing in their unit, can see what the manufacturer it should be if it was working as new, and what the energy efficiency of their system is currently in that moment.
Right.
So they can get a real read for how it's working. I think a fact-based solution to it, which is why we call our maintenances fact checks, right? Really allow the consumer to get the insights that they need to make a good decision, whether they need to make a couple preventative repairs to bring that energy efficiency up so they're paying less on their bills, or if it's, hey, these components need to be replaced to ensure the longevity of the system before a catastrophic breakdown.
Right. And that's really kind of how we walk everybody through the process, right? Like you were mentioning, our report is super in depth. We actually go through a whole system of operations through that whole unit. And then the breakdown and the presentation with the customer. That's the biggest thing. Like when we can show people exactly what's happening so that they have the right information. And that's so much what we find with customers is understanding how an air conditioner works, how the components all factor into that. It helps them make a decision, right? And we know prices are changing all the time. And that includes the cost of replacing air conditioning systems, right?
Absolutely.
It's only going to get more expensive. Some of the things that we don't know if are going to be in place are some of those rebates to ease that. Right. And so people are going to need to know whether they should repair or replace. And by having us go through and do that fact check, process and get that data, they'll be able to know whether or not they should take one course or the other.
Absolutely. If you have a real clear picture of how each component, each part of your system is working, you can identify, hey, that's a really simple repair. I should do a repair and the rest is good. Or you can look and say that's a major component with, a multi-$1,000 repair on X old system, right? That's not worth it. So it's really about having the right information and really getting a holistic picture, because just because you need a new run capacitor, right? That's like a light bulb of the system, for lack of a better analogy. Yeah. They go out, cool, replace it. Doesn't mean you need a whole new system, even though there are groups out there that will sell you need a whole new system.
Right.
But again, if you have a holistic approach, a clear data-based approach, and a good explanation, our technicians are trained to educate the consumer on how their system works.
And that's the big thing and our techs are not paid as commissioned sales guys, right? So when they provide this information, they're going to present it to our customers because some do need to repair, some do need to replace. Right?
Absolutely.
And that's why we always talk about making fact-based decisions is what's going to help people save money, right?
Right.
No matter what they do. And so, sometimes when you see those $9 or $5 things, like it's clickbaity, it gets you to call them.
Right.
But, people's guards are always up. And that's why, our fact checks are a little bit more than other people's, but we provide so much more information to our customers that they can feel confident and comfortable in making a decision and making a fact-based decision so that they know that their system is going to be operational, reliable, all for the summer that's coming up. And honestly, man, I think it's going to be a crazy hot one.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we have on the forecast for the end of February here to be at 90 degrees in February. So
Exactly.
not much of a winter month here.
Yeah. So really, I mean, that's what we want everybody to do. Book online, do what you got to do, and really make sure you save money. And you can save money by having the right information and making the right choice.
Absolutely.